This Antarctic treaty consultative meeting here in Kochi is very important for us and for the global community. In this Antarctic treaty consultative meeting, many important decisions are going to be taken.
Yeah, this Antarctic treaty meeting, year by year, it has become more and more important. Antarctica is mainly for peace and science, but now it is going on more and more geopolitical.
India has been part of the Antarctica for more than 4 decades now. So, and we have earned a name in international arena as well as in scientific matters. Antarctica is so important for a country like India. We depend on Indian monsoons, which is the weather, which defines our life.
This Antarctic treaty consultative meeting here in Kochi is very important for us and for the global community. In this Antarctic treaty consultative meeting, many important decisions are going to be taken. And as I have already mentioned during my speech, that India is going to have our new station, enhanced station. And also another important point is regulated tourism to be enhanced in Antarctica, because it's a very beautiful continent but fragile. So we have to be very careful about its protection, conservation. So all the experts are gathering here, and all the head of the country's delegation are taking part in this conference. I'm proud of my Ministry of Earth Sciences for organizing such an international conference in a grand manner and very nicely. So this is a 10 days long conference. Many important decisions are going to be taken here.
And what are the agendas of this?
See, the agendas are mainly about the climate change, about the studies, about how the member countries are to regulate its activities there, and the ecosystem, the marine life. All important things are to be reviewed, because every time to time the situation changes. So we have to regulate the governance also.
And so about India's ambitious plan to open Maitri to
That is already under the plan, because it's a very old one. So we need to have the best of the facilities with the best equipments, and which can take care of all the scientific temperaments. We have our regular team, researchers and scientists there. Every year we are sending. Last year also I flagged off, this time also, and I have interacted with them online. So they are doing fine, and I hope we will soon complete one of the most modern research centers in Antarctica.
This Antarctic treaty meeting, year by year, it has become more and more important, because there are most of the, Antarctica is mainly for peace and science, but now it is going on more and more geopolitical. So how do we tackle this? Because it is meant for peace, because no man's land. So actually India is trying to build the peace and science has been practiced in Antarctica should emulate in mainland, not the other way. So now the mainland, whatever the disputes are happening, it is coming to the peace and Antarctica treaty meeting. So basically this treaty meeting is an Antarctic parliament.
is playing a huge part in this Antarctic treaty consultative meeting.
See, India has been part of the Antarctica for more than 4 decades now. So, and we have earned a name in international arena as well as in scientific matters. So we are party to various scientific as well as other forums, international forums. And why we all do this actually is that Antarctica is so important for a country like India. We depend on Indian monsoons, which is the weather, which defines our life, our agriculture and life. So the weather in the monsoons, actually what we find extreme weathers, or we found that relationship to Antarctica and the Arctic regions. Therefore, studying, understanding and quantifying how much Antarctica and Arctic influence the Indian monsoons is an extremely important for our future. And it's also important, actually, Antarctica has a huge amount of ice sheets which is melting. As they melt, it will ultimately is increasing the sea level, And islands and the coastal regions of places like Kerala, which is actually already on the some places are even below sea level, are going to be more impacted. As we can see every year after year, during monsoon time, you have this storm surges happening around the coast of regions like Kerala. This is going to be much more impacted. That's one reason why we should be studying. And how we impact the international policies actually by involving in various, the programs as well as, committees, which defines that. And this is a year for an opportunity for us to also tell the world how, India is a very substantial player, because we came up with the Indian Antarctic Act 2022, and we came up with its rules and Indian Antarctic environmental protection rules. That shows how serious player and seriously we are worried about Antarctica and it's for the future.